Hello, welcome to another video, another weekly video, living with Alzheimer's, and I think this is video number 9. 9 weeks, wow, 9 weeks of helping people to come to understand how Alzheimer's works and how the mechanics of Alzheimer's, I suppose. Now, all through these videos, very often I can just sit down in front of the camera and just talk about a particular subject. And I often look at the videos before, the week before, to see if I said anything. I don't want to repeat myself because my memory is not that good. And also to try and see if I suggested that I would do a follow-on subject next week. Now, last week I said I was going to talk about pets and how pets relate to people with Alzheimer's. But the trouble with having Alzheimer's is sometimes I don't plan anything when I do the videos, but very often you have some sort of direction that you want to go. And I think the problem with having a condition like this is that sometimes the direction is lost. And I know that in everyday life everybody doesn't always have the right direction, and sometimes things become a little muddled. But people with dementia tend to lose their focus quite quickly, and today is a very good example of that, because I tried to work out roughly what I was going to say and how it would all flow, as I do with the videos as soon as I sit down. But the whole thing about the pets and how to move with that hasn't really gone quite right. And I just thought, you know what? I think the best thing to do is just switch the video on and just be yourself, and that way people can see maybe another side of dementia. One thing that does actually just spring to mind is that we do a lot of travelling now, and we do a lot of travelling through. We go to London a lot, me and my wife, to do with the drugs trial that we're on, which I have spoke about before, but also for other events as well. And I do a bit of public speaking. And also we have been invited to be on an advisory panel, which we went to London yesterday. And all of these things are very good, but for somebody with dementia they can become very, very tiring. And travelling is one thing that is a difficult thing for somebody like me to cope with. I would not be able to travel to London on my own. I would not be able to travel any real distance on my own, not without somebody to assist me. And my wife comes with me on all the journeys that we do, or somebody does. I have somebody who assists me, purely and simply because I very often forget where I'm going, and I forget why we're going. So sometimes, very often, I know that we're going to London, but I have actually no idea very often what we're going to do when we get to London, or why, the purpose of going to London, whether it's for the drug trial, whether it's for something else, whether it's for me to speak or whatever. So it can be a very complex world to be in, dementia, and sometimes it can be a little bit scary because you're on this train and you're travelling and you have no real idea why you're going there, and you know very well that you might have asked probably 5 or 6, 7 times, we're going to London for what today? Well, we're going there because of drug trials, or you're going to speak, or we're going to the panel, or whatever. Right, okay. And then after a little while, it then dawns on you, why are we going to London again now? And people like me sometimes get, it's an awkward situation because you don't always want to keep asking people because you feel that people think, oh, so here we go again. But then in the other sense, you need to know. So when you're travelling somewhere and when you go somewhere, you get on a train or a bus or in a car, and you know that you are going to a destination to do whatever you're going to do. Spare a thought for people with dementia who actually, when we're travelling in a different environment, one that we're not used to, we very often have very little knowledge of what we're doing when we get there, why we're going, and in actual fact, even where we're going. So today's video is a little bit off the cuff, and it's a little bit, I suppose it's trying to be informative, but in actual fact, I'm a little bit like a derailed train at the minute. I'm not really on track, but I think it still gives you a little insight into Alzheimer's. And hey, it is a video about my life, my weekly life, and my weekly ups and downs. So yeah, hopefully it's given you a little insight today. And yeah, I mean, I did mention about pets, but I'm going to go on to that probably another week. But anyway, I hope I haven't bored you, and I hope that this informed you a little bit about something this week again. Do ask me some questions during the week. It does help everything flow. So have a great weekend. Have a great week, and it's sunny here in Suffolk today. So I hope it's sunny where you are, and I'll look forward to chatting with you next week. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.